Hello everyone, my name is Evan, founder and CEO of Gentatech, and in this video we're going to look at the process of moving documents from one shared drive to another. We have a management drive here and a marketing drive. If we look inside of our management drive, we see that we have a sample document amongst a sample folder. That folder does have some documents in it as well. And if we go back to our marketing drive, you see that we have nothing, okay? So goal number one, we want to get some of that content from the management drive to the marketing drive. So Google does have a drag and drop functionality built into it. When it comes to shared drives, you absolutely want to avoid that at all costs. It's not a great way to be able to move a ton of documents, which is what you more than likely would be doing most of the time. And it's also not a great way to keep track of exactly what you're doing. You have to highlight things, you may make a mistake. It's just not good, okay? What we want to use is the organize function built on top of the Google Workspace software, and we will start with this sample document. So we can select this document. We have these dots here, click more actions, and then we have organize, and then we can select move, okay? And now it's going to give us a couple of suggestions here, but I'm going to click all locations just so you can kind of see everything. And remember, we want to move this into a shared drive, so we're going to click that, okay? And then we want to move this into the marketing drive, okay? So we're going to click the marketing drive, and when something is highlighted and we click move, it moves it into the thing that is highlighted. Kind of seems obvious, but I'll show you why that's important here in a second. Because, for example, if we want to move something inside of a folder that's inside of a shared drive, we can do that. We just have to drill down a little bit more. But for now, we're just going to place this in the drive itself, okay? So we're going to click move, all right? Now, when it says change ownership, what this is referring to is that the permissions, okay, and access levels of the drive it is moving into will now take over for that document, right? Remember, when it comes to shared drives, the overarching ownership is always the organization, okay? That's different from my drive, right? If you create a drive inside of my drive, the email that creates it is the overarching owner. So that drive has the possibility to, that document has a possibility to die with the deletion of that email, okay? That is not the same thing in shared drives. So your overarching ownership is still going to be the organization, but what this is referring to is the ownership of the shared drive, meaning that wherever you move it, it's going to inherit those permissions, because remember, when it comes to shared drives, permissions are recursive and they cascade down. So let's go ahead and click move, okay? Now this sample one will move over to the marketing drive, just like that, okay? Now we're going to go through the process of moving this sample document back into the management drive, but we're actually going to dump it into a folder inside of said drive. So let's select this, okay? We can hit these three dots here, or you can hit them here. It's all the same thing. I'm going to click organize and then move, okay? This is suggested. I'm going to go to all locations just so you can kind of know how to do this regardless of what is in your suggestion pane there. So let's go ahead and click share drives, double click. Okay. Now we're in the marketing drive, so we can move to the management drive and it'll dump it in the first layer of the management drive, or we can open this drive here and then now we can see that folder. So now that that folder is highlighted, okay, now when I select move, it's going to dump it directly into that folder, right? So let's go over here. We'll go to management. We'll go to move tests. And now we have that inside of the folder that is inside of the drive, okay? Last but not least, this also applies to folders. You can move a massive amount of content. It really doesn't matter how much. Sure, there's some limitations, but the numbers are, so large that it's irrelevant for the purpose of this video. But we can do the exact same thing. Okay, we'll go to organize here. We'll go to move. We're going to go to all locations, share drives, and we're just going to go ahead and move this to the marketing drive here. Okay, select that. It'll give it a second. Go to the marketing drive, and there we are. So again, when it comes to moving documents around inside of shared drives, always use the organize function built directly into the software. Do not drag and drop. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at info@gentatech.com. Down the road, we're going to dig into some of the more advanced administrative options when it comes to shared drives and Google Workspace in general. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. Thank you.